Good evening, folks. It is 5:42. It is 12 minutes after start time. Thank you all so much for hanging time as we do some last-minute sound checks and set up our sound system. Folks, it is time for the beginning of 2023's Stained Glass Concert Series, Volume 4. So, I'm assuming that most of you who are in here already have been following us online or are somehow friends or relatives of the performers today, or those of us who are on staff working the event. But for those of you that don't know, the Stained Glass Concert Series is an organization that was founded by myself, Mr. Keegan Hirschberger. Can you give us a little wave? Mr. Keegan Hirschberger. And two friends of ours that are not involved this year, Claudia Ayer and Elliot Ayer, formerly Claudia Largent. They're not here this year because they got married to each other. And they are, settling, they just had their wedding, they're settling into their house upstate in Pennsylvania, and we wish them all the best, they wish us all the best, but with them not involved, that means that Tegan and I have stepped up as head coordinators of the event, and we have brought on two new coordinators who happen to be performing tonight. Our first one is Mr. Will Schwantes. Give us a wave. Will Schwantes and Nick Ronda. Both of them have been involved with the Stained Glass Concert Series since 2021, 2 years ago. They both graduated from Hanley High School back in May. Will, you're actually going to be attending the University of Delaware for music education. That is where I go. So I take all the credit for that, totally. And Nick, you're going to George Mason for, believe it, psychology? For psychology and music therapy, so they are continuing the music trend. Yes, give them a round of applause. So I appreciate all of their last-minute help as we put this event together without our founder, Claudia Ayer, and her husband, Elliot. So I realized I haven't actually said what this organization is. I just gave you a bunch of history. The organization was founded back in 2019 by Claudia and myself and Elliot and all those people as a way just for us high schoolers, we were seniors in high school at the time, to perform. Outside of school, we were all big in band and choir at school, but we wanted to perform with our own groups or solo acts out in the public. Claudia's mother, Melissa Kaufman, recently, back then, became the owner of Foster College Dance Academy down on Court Street, and she let us use that venue to host our first event. And 3 groups performed. That was in January 2020. We scheduled our next one for March 2020, so you can imagine what happened there. Volume 2, which was supposed to happen in March 2020, did not happen until July 2021. No, August 2021. Can't believe that. And that was when Will and Nick got on board, and we have been expanding ever since then. Volume 2 had 11 acts. Volume 3 last year had 19 acts. And this year I think we're at about 16 in total. But what this event strives for and what we've sort of morphed into is an organization that gives students or amateur musicians, high school and college age, the opportunity to perform for a live audience in a semi-professional concert setting, say for the first time outside of school, outside of friends and family circles, just to give them a taste of what it is like to be in the professional gigging scene. And for a lot of people, it has kicked off some actual real performing careers. So that is, I think, all you need to know about us. Before we actually get started, a few bits of information. First of all, I assume all of you back there can hear me. Wave me if y'all can hear me back there. Awesome, great. The tip bucket, and you should totally tip the performers, is all the way back here. It's right over by this performance setup. There's a basket for all of your cash, but I also know how us millennials and Gen Zers are. We never have cash on us. There is electronic payment information out here as well. So. Sorry, you're not off the hook if you don't have cash. If you have Venmo, get up here, support your favorite artist. We also have a jar up here for donations specifically to the Stained Glass Concert Series. They're pretty clearly labeled. One goes to the event to help us fund the event. The other one goes to the performer on stage. And there is also a sign-up sheet up here if you are interested, if you like what you see today. If you're interested in performing at future Stained Glass Concert Series events, you can give us your name and email, join our email list, and you'll get notified about what our next events are, when auditions and things like that are. Just if you like what you see and want to be a part of it, write your name down, and there's no pressure to join. We'll just send you some information. And as you'll see, we have a banner back here and one out front. This is not our only event of Stained Glass Concert Series Volume 4 this year. Tomorrow at the Taylor Pavilion, just about a block that way, we have an all-day music festival for some of our bands, some of our larger, more complicated acts. This is sort of the quiet, soft opening to that big day tomorrow. Everyone that is performing here are acoustic performers, or say didn't want to get involved with all the anxiety and craziness that comes with a big music festival. This is a much more calm, more intimate atmosphere, and I think it'll be a nice, just a chill, nice, vibey, calm evening for everyone. But tomorrow, you should definitely come out to the music festival and support the 10 acts that will be performing. We'll have Stained Glass Concert Series merchandise. Some of the performers will have their own merchandise. You can still do donations and tips and things like that. It'll just be this, but louder and bigger. So, I hope you all will enjoy that. Folks, Nick already covered a lot of it, but thank you all so much for coming out. This concludes the first part of Stained Glass Concert Series, Volume 4. I thought that was amazing. Did you all love the performers tonight? Folks, you're free to go now. A few quick thank yous if you want to listen along. First of all, thank you to the whole Stained Glass Concert Series crew, the coordinators this year, myself, Tegan Hirschberger, Will Schwantes, and Nick Ramadas. They provided all four of us really, provided pretty much all the equipment you see up here today. Thank you to particularly Tegan and Will for setting up most everything tonight, and Tegan I didn't even ask you to do this, you just impromptu became the sound guy for tonight. Can we give Tegan a round of applause? Thank you to Andy Espinoza for taking photos tonight. He will be around at the music festival tomorrow. Thank you so much to Lanita Burns and Espresso Bar for hosting us. It was an absolute treat to use your facilities. I really loved it. I think it was a great atmosphere for today, and thank you for staying open after hours for us. You had to hire extra manpower for this, but thank you so much. Rexton, by the way, our barista, performed last year at Stained Glass, and I would have talked to you. You took photos for us last year. I would have asked you, but I didn't realize you were local. I thought you traveled down with it. We had a group travel from Pennsylvania last year. I thought you were with them, and then I found out you're working here. I was like, shoot, sorry. I do want to say a quick thank you. None of them are here, but huge thank you to the folks at the University of Delaware Community Engagement Initiative. They gave us most of our funding came from them. This is technically a school project for me in their books, but they gave us a lot of the funding to put on this event, particularly the festival tomorrow. So thank you to them. And finally, thank you to all the performers who came out tonight, put themselves out, for some of them for the first time, in front of the live public audience. Every single one of you did amazingly, and I hope to see you all again next year, and I hope that you all blossom as musicians and keep up doing music, because who doesn't love music? Anyway, let's give them a round of applause, and then come out tomorrow for the Youth Festival at the Taylor Pavilion. Thank you all so much.